Another brick fan with a Harry Potter set. This is the Slytherin House Banner. This is set 76410. It was released in March 2023. Has 347 pieces, 3 minifigures, and cost about $35 when it was released. This set represents one of the 4 house banners of Hogwarts, in this case Slytherin, which is in the green and silver or green and gray as you see here. There are other banners for the other 3 houses, which include Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, and Hufflepuff. I'll be reviewing all of those. Like the class books, which is here's an example of one of those right here. This, of course, is the Potions class book, and then it has these nice covers. And then inside the class books, it has all of the pieces here to make a classroom. So this is the Potions classroom, for example. So like these class books, this set is the Slytherin common room. So here's the minifigures. We'll take a close look at them here in a little bit. But it includes some different things. So this is either a low table, or I would probably say this is a dueling platform that goes in. And this is a nice little armchair. And then there is a little end table here. And this end table actually has the amulet there. That amulet that is the Horcrux. So that's a nice print there on that silver tile. If we zoom in on this, you can see more of the classroom here, or you can see more of the common room, the Slytherin common room. So of course here is, starting over here on the side, you have some stairs up. I would assume that goes up into the dormitories. Over here we have the Slytherin, right here is the Slytherin banner, of course, right over the fireplace. There's a skull there on the fireplace, as well as a little cup and a feather writing implement there. You can also see some other stuff on the shelves. There's a large picture of Salazar Slytherin. There's this rounded window here that looks outside. It looks like it's underwater because, as I recall, the Slytherin common rooms was in the dungeons, so perhaps it looks out into the Black Lake or the lake underneath there. On the other side, we have a bunch of photos. So there's a photo, looks like Snape here, who's the advisor, and some other photos there, and as well as some kind of decorative pieces here over on these shelves here in the corner. Down here, you might see Tom Riddle was here in this cabinet when you open it up. One of the unique things about these house banners is this holographic panel. So they slide that right out and you'll see that it does move. So here's the snake moves. If you move this, I'm not sure how well that's going to show up on camera, but you can see that. And then this underwater scene, which is underneath, the Black Lake or whatever that lake was called there, is here. The fireplace moves a little bit as the flames move around. There's a little bit of potion up here. I don't think that moves. Tom Riddle was here. Kind of fades depending on how you have this positioned. The lamp turns on and off. So a lot of little pieces going. And then if you looked up here in the top, there's some little eyes that go back and forth. So that's really pretty interesting. I've got some light back behind that to show that off. And like the books or where the classroom, then all of the little different pieces fit in. So you can actually put, like this table goes right up here. The seat goes right there. You can snap this into place. You have to move these stairs out of the way so that it will close, or that it will open here. And that these will close into the house banner. Let's take a look at that. You can see the closed house banner with the Slytherin logo here. That's a printed piece on that rounded tile there. There are some, there are other tiles here to make kind of a frame around that, which I thought turned out pretty nicely. And of course the gray and green. These are 8x8 plates. So there's 4 of those, and then 2 8x8 of the angled plates, which give you that banner look. So let's take a closer look at the minifigures. As I mentioned in the intro, this set comes with 3 minifigures. They include Draco Malfoy. This is Pansy Parkinson. And this here is Blaise Zambini. Now Blaise is in a Quidditch robe, I believe, or a sweater. I'm not sure if these are for Quidditch, but definitely a Slytherin sweater. And so we get 3 different Slytherin uniforms here, which I think is pretty cool. So Draco is dressed in the Slytherin robes with the green tie here, the green and silver tie, which are the colors of Slytherin. Pansy Parkinson has the gray Hogwarts sweater on with the green and silver striping there for Slytherin as well. And this is the Slytherin logo here, and then a striped gray or silver and green sweater for Blaise. The Blaise was, I believe, one of the members that Slughorn talked to, maybe. I believe he was featured in the Half-Blood Prince, although he may have been in other movies as well. Moving around the figures, there's no side printing on any of these figures. Of course, Draco has that hood there with the green lining. Here's his alternate expression where he looks a little bit scared. Very prominent eyebrows on Draco. Here's Pansy Parkinson looking a little mad, it seems to me. And then, of course, Blaise, since the way his hairpiece is done, doesn't have an alternate expression. The back printing here mirrors the front printing, I think, really well. So that was nice for that Gryffindor, that was nice for that Slytherin sweater. So there are our 3 figures for this set. Let's go back and I will give you my final thoughts. Overall, I think this is a really nice set. I like the detailing done with a hologram, the use of the windows here, and the different gaps they put in the build in order to make it look, in order to let the holographic elements shine through. I think the stickers are well used in this set. You see kind of this triangular setup here. This is common to all of them, but this one has, the white, it looks like white and green in there for just kind of a representation of the Slytherin colors, but it gives you that kind of triangular look, that shield look. There are some nice little accessories like this little stairway here, this table, as I mentioned, this, what I'm going to call a dueling platform, this little couch as well. So lots of nice little pieces and details with this set. Now onto the price. This sits right at or just about 10 cents per piece, which I think is generally a good value for Lego. So that is nice. I still think that these banner sets are too expensive. I would have liked to have seen these at around $25. The books, like I mentioned, that this is very similar to, were $29 last year or $30 last year. So these are $5 more and typically have fewer pieces than the books did from the last couple of years. Regardless of that, I think you do pay a premium for the Harry Potter series or the Harry Potter Lego sets, so that's not a big surprise. It's still disappointing that the Lego is getting much more expensive. Still, at the end of the day, I think this is a great display piece and it's going to go really nicely with other Harry Potter sets that you may have bought over the years. Hope you've enjoyed my thoughts on this Harry Potter set. I'm going to get started on my next video. And until then, happy building. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to see more of my Lego reviews. I left a link to my Harry Potter review playlist up here on the screen.